here not only today, but every day that you've been out here. You're the reason we're going to take this back at the state level and the federal level. We're going to make the government listen to us, the people. Midterm elections are a referendum on the party in power. And speaking from the national standpoint, I can tell you the party in power has exercised every bit of power they've had, and they haven't listened to the people one time. And they're about to pay the price for it. And I'll tell you what, if the Republicans do take control of the House, which I think is going to happen now, it is a repudiation on their policies and the way they have run the process in Washington. And as Republicans, we're going to change both in the majority going forward. Now, I do want to say this, though. Tomorrow night's going to be a big night for all of us, I think, in this room, and for Americans and conservatives across the country. But tomorrow night is not the night to fully celebrate. Right. The night to celebrate is when we turn this economy around and small businesses are back hiring people and your neighbors have their jobs back. That's when the real work begins on Wednesday to change how the Congress operates, to transition to a new way in Washington. And Tim mentioned, to put us back in the majority. I just want to tell you one thing. As Leader Boehner, hopefully tomorrow we'll be calling him Speaker-elect Boehner, but under his leadership, the House will be run differently than Nancy Pelosi's run it, and it'll be run differently than how Republicans ran it the last time we were in charge. We are going to be moving bills every week or thereabouts to reduce federal spending, to cut the deficit, to cut programs that we do not need and cannot afford, to begin to bring this wild Washington spending spree under control and begin to cut the deficit back down into a manageable level and eventually get back to a balanced budget. This will, and we are going to do our proper job in oversight over these federal agencies that the Obama administration has populated with people who think they know better than the people know on what ought to happen in your community and your business. We're going to do the oversight. We're going to bring those folks up to the hill, and we're going to hold them accountable too, the people who write all these rules that are job killing all across our country. So we're going to deal with spending. We're going to deal with rules. We're going to open up the process, let the sun shine in, and you know what else we're going to do? We're going to make sure that you have 72 hours at a minimum to read these bills, and so do we. And we are not going to be putting forth these 2,300-page bills nobody's ever read. We're going to break it up and let the people have a chance to participate and not just have this stuff get shoved through in less than 24 hours. But we have a lot of work to do together starting Wednesday morning. Do not leave this headquarters Tuesday night or wherever you're going to be and think you've done your job. You've done a lot of work, but the real job one, starts on Wednesday morning. We need you for the next 2 years every day, keeping the message out there at every meeting, letters to the editor, every chance you get to make sure we keep this momentum moving forward. The future of our country is what's at stake. It's not about any one of us up here. It is about